Dear President Pasquier, dear Secretary General Savitsky, Excellencies, Speakers of Parliament, fellow parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, let me thank the Council of Europe and the leadership for the opportunity of being here today in Strasbourg to address this distinguished body on behalf of OSCE parliamentarians on this special occasion. As our regular cooperation demonstrates, our organizations have a lot in common, but firstly values. In these turbulent times when multilateralism severely suffers from widespread mistrust and the breach of basic commitments, we need to step up as mediators to vitalize peaceful diplomacy and strengthen parliamentary engagement. Dear colleagues, when thinking of our common European home, we surely approach the future with mixed feelings. On the one side, in the past 70 years, Europe has truly become a common home after so many wars and conflicts. And this happened greatly thanks to the determined political will to preserve peace, advance human rights and fundamental freedoms enshrined in the foundation of institutions such as Council of Europe. But on the other side, a number of worrying setbacks in our democratic and security commitments need to be addressed urgently. While we have managed to build a common home with strong foundations, disdain for house rules has made it more complicated to maintain our harmonic coexistence. Breaches of commitments, violent extremism and human rights violations are on the rise, accompanied by broad popular dissatisfaction, radical nationalistic trends and the rejection of the very concept of common home. If we look at the 70 years ahead of us, the picture will not be bright if we do not resolve the conflicts affecting our region and neighbourhood, where first and foremost our people are suffering and losing hope. Only in the OSCE area, in Ukraine, we are witnessing continued military activity despite of existing roadmap for a peaceful solution. In Georgia, illegal borderization is going on in blatant breach of international law and agreements. The situation concerning the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict is still extremely fragile, and the Transnistrian settlement process, while there have been some positive steps, needs further acceleration. For instance, we are more concerned also, and we also must look beyond our frontiers. For instance, we are more than concerned to follow the current critical situation at the Turkey-Syria border. While all our countries have their own legitimate security concerns, we must not compromise on our rule-based order and rearm diplomacy to achieve and maintain stable peace. When necessary, we must act rapidly and decisively to prevent crisis. Dear colleagues, this year marks another anniversary. 30 years ago, East and West celebrated in the fall of the Berlin Wall. The Helsinki process played an important role in these events that led to November 1989. If we believe in the process that led to the fall of the Berlin Wall, we must pursue its spirit also in addressing the many divisions that still affect us today. So complex are our joint challenges that they require even unprecedented cooperation and partnerships. It is not by chance that the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly held this year for the first time in its history the plenary meeting in a partner Mediterranean country, Morocco. During our annual session, the latest one in Luxembourg, our members have adopted a wide range of recommendations for our governments, covering issues from hard security to gender equality and environment. And as elected representatives, above our oversight function, we carry the additional responsibility of restoring the confidence of our citizens towards politics. They are increasingly disillusioned, and participation in the public life and discourse is shrinking. Reverting this trend is an imperative, and we can only do it by giving the example. Europe as a common home remains more relevant than ever, but we must truly believe in it. We need to engage youth and prove the new generations how much international cooperation can achieve. However, we have to be consistent and care about the credibility of our institutions, delivering on our promises, but of course never compromising on values. You can, dear colleagues, rest assured on the full support of the OSCE Parliamentary Assembly towards this goal. I look forward to continuing this dialogue to bring an added value to the end users of parliamentary diplomacy, our citizens. Thank you very much.